Have you been working on your trans voice, but you realize you don't know where to find good, free tools out there to help you with your practice, tracking your progress, or getting feedback on what you're doing?
Everyone needs feedback to improve.
Well, today I'm breaking down 15 completely free tools that can transform your voice practice, from warm-ups and progress trackers to pitch analyzers and spectrograms. Whether you're just starting out or you've been training for a while, there's something in here for you. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm a gender-affirming voice teacher. I've spent years teaching trans voice training, and one thing I've learned is that having the right tools can make all the difference. This is so true that over the years, I've built tools myself that I saw a need for in my students. So some of the tools in this video I created myself, and some are external resources that I find myself recommending all the time.
This is the good stuff.
By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each tool does, when to use it, and how to access it, all for free. Let's dive in. Section 1, Practice Foundation Tools. These first few tools are all about building the foundation of a successful voice practice. Think of these as your daily essentials.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Tool number 1, Follow Along Voice Warm-Up. The first tool in my freebies library is my Follow Along Voice Warm-Up, and honestly, if you use only one tool from this entire list, make it this one.
Seriously?
Daily or regular warm-ups are the foundation of successful voice training. I actually have 3 different versions, one for feminine goals, one for masculine goals, and one for non-binary goals, and you can use all 3 if you want. Here's why warming up matters. It helps you create a practice habit without the pressure of performing your target voice. You're just playing, you're moving your voice around, getting familiar with what it can do.
So how's it going with the voice training experience?
Warming up also helps you relax. Tension in your body can create tension in your voice. So as you warm up, that tension decreases, which makes everything else easier. It also helps you get in touch with the subtle muscle groups you'll be working with, and it tackles the feelings of embarrassment that can come up when you're making silly sounds for the first time.
Goofy? Check.
You can think of it like practicing pronunciation before learning vocabulary when you're learning a language. You're training the mechanics before you worry about the outcome.
Work smarter, not harder.
I created these warm-ups because I saw so many students struggling to start a practice routine, and a judgment-free warm-up gives you that easy entry point. You can find all 3 warm-ups in my freebies library linked below. Tool number 2, practice log templates. Next up, practice logs. I have 3 versions available, a PDF you can print, a Google Sheets template, and a Notion template, so you can choose whatever format works best for you. Or you can use your own blank notebook. But here is why tracking your practice matters. It builds accountability, it gives you feedback on what's working, and it helps you to see patterns over time.
Everyone needs feedback to improve.
A practice log also helps you notice things like, oh, I practiced better in the morning, or this exercise worked really well last week, let me try it again. That feedback is invaluable for adjusting your approach. And when life happens and you take a break from practicing, having a practice log to remind you where you left off can make getting back into your practice easier.
Much easier to handle.
I created these practice log templates because having a place to track your work makes it feel more real and more achievable. You can find all 3 formats in my freebies library. Tool number 3, Practice Games for Endurance ebook. Now, let's talk about endurance. One challenge I hear all the time from my students is, I can do my target voice for a few minutes, but then I lose it in longer conversations or when there are distractions. And that is where the Practice Games for Endurance ebook comes in.
Yay, time for book facts!
The reason longer conversations are harder is because of something called cognitive load, or the amount of information your brain can hold on to at once. Practicing your new voice is an added task, and if you're doing too many things, your brain has to choose which task to prioritize. The great news is that you can train your brain to multitask by playing games that increase your cognitive load capacity. These games are fun and easy, but they strengthen your ability to maintain your voice even when you're distracted or juggling multiple cognitive tasks like listening, creating, and problem solving.
I got problems, fish.
I created this ebook because I wanted to give students a playful, practical way to build that endurance without it feeling like boring drills. You can also grab this one in my freebies library. Section 2, Feedback and Analysis Tools. All right, now let's look at tools that give you real-time feedback on what your voice is doing. These are really useful for analyzing pitch and resonance. Tools number 4 and 5, online tuners. First up, tuners. These measure the pitch or fundamental frequency of your voice, helping you to understand your average pitch and the range of pitches you use in speech.
Talk about range.
I recommend 2 free browser-based options. First, Tuner.Ninja, which is super simple. It works on desktop or mobile and gives you readings in both musical notes and frequency. It's great for measuring held notes like ah or slowed down speech. If you speak quickly or there's background noise, it may jump around, but for basic pitch tracking, it's solid. Pitch Monitor at singingcarrots.com only shows musical notes, but what I love about it is the latency in the reading. It displays not just your current note, but the previous 10 or 20 notes as well. This helps you see the contour of your voice, whether your pitch rises and falls at the end of sentences, or if you're more monotone than you thought.
She's very versatile.
Both are free and linked in the companion blog post for this video, which is linked below. Tools number 6 and 7, voice tools and Genderfluent apps. Now, voice tools and Genderfluent, these are mobile apps that analyze pitch, and they're pretty similar in function. Both give you pitch analyzers and sample sentences. They also both color code pitch ranges by gender, which is problematic. I've done a full video breaking down voice tools, so you can check that out for details, but here's the quick version. These apps can be useful if you turn off the gender markers in settings and you set your own custom target range based on your goals and the voices that inspire you.
If you don't use it responsibly, complete.
Use these as pitch trackers, not gender validators. Your goal isn't to please a computer, it's to create a voice that feels right for you. Both apps have free and paid versions. Tools number 8 and 9, spectrograms. Now, let's talk spectrograms. These are the only tools that can truly measure resonance, the brightness or darkness of your sound, which has the biggest impact on how your voice is gendered. A spectrogram visualizes sound over time, showing you not just pitch, but the harmonic frequencies and formants that create resonance.
What am I looking at?
It's a spectrogram.
I have a whole video on how to use spectrograms, which you can watch right here, but here's the short version. Use them for exercises, not full speech. Practice unphonated sounds like big dog, little dog, or hold a stable pitch and shift your resonance. The spectrogram shows you those changes in real time much more easily than full speech. I recommend 2 free browser-based options. First, SumianVoice, which is great for real-time feedback. It has a clean interface designed specifically for voice training, and it's perfect for practicing exercises live. And second, Musigram, which is better for analyzing recordings. You can upload recordings directly to the app to examine them more closely. Both are completely free. Pick whichever one fits your practice style, real-time feedback or recorded analysis. The goal is to train your ear and body awareness for real life, not to stare at a screen while you talk forever. Section 3, progress tracking tools. Okay, so you've been practicing, you've been using feedback tools, but how do you actually measure your progress over time? That is where these next tools come in. Tool number 10, Voice Memos/Voice Notes app. This one is not technically a trans voice tool, but it's one that many of my students use, and that is your phone's built-in voice memos or voice notes app.
How could you not see this coming?
Here's how to use it for progress tracking. Once a week or once a month, record yourself saying the same sentence or reading the same short passage. Date it, save it, and don't listen to it yet.
Keep it secret. Keep it secret.
Then, after a few months of practice, go back and listen to your old recordings. You'll be able to hear your progress in a way that is impossible to notice day to day. I recommend this method because sometimes our ears improve faster than our voices do, meaning you might feel like you're getting worse because you're hearing your mistakes more clearly. But when you compare recordings over time, you can actually hear the progress that you've made.
Progress.
The key is consistency. You want the same sentence and even the same recording conditions if possible, as well as regular intervals. Don't overthink it, just hit record, say your sentence, and move on. Every phone has a Voice Memos app built in, so this one truly costs nothing if you already have a phone and requires no extra downloads.
We spared no expense.
If you look to the right.
Tool number 11, Trans Voice Emotions Evaluator. Now, if you're like a lot of people and you hate listening to recordings of yourself, I have an alternative for you. This is one of my favorite tools, and I created it specifically for people who want to track progress without the dysphoria of hearing their own voice.
Tell me more.
Here's how it works. Once a week, at the end of the day, you ask yourself, how did I feel about my voice today? You rate that feeling on a scale of -5 to +5, where -5 is extremely negative and +5 is extremely positive and 0 is neutral. Then you plot it on a graph.
Look at this graph!
Over time, you'll see trends. Maybe you have a rough week, but then things improve. Maybe you realize that certain practice strategies correlate with better feelings about your voice. What I love about this system is that it doesn't force you to judge whether your voice is adequately feminine or masculine enough. It doesn't tie your success to strangers' reactions, but it also doesn't ignore the real impact that misgendering can have. If someone misgenders you because of your voice, that can show up on this scale, but it's just one data point in a larger trend. I created this because I believe emotional well-being is just as important as technical progress, and this tool honors that.
Love yourself.
These two tools work great together, by the way. You can track how you feel weekly with the Emotions Evaluator and record yourself monthly with voice memos. Together, they give you both emotional and technical feedback on your progress. You can download the Emotions Evaluator for free in my freebies library. Section 4, Knowledge and Reference Tools. These last few tools are all about deepening your understanding of your voice and giving you reference points to guide your practice.
What are your references?
Tool number 12, Learn How Your Voice Works, Anatomy ebook. You might be wondering, why do I need to know about anatomy when I just want to change my voice? My motto, knowledge is power. You don't need to learn about voice anatomy, but having a clear picture of what's happening in this black box can increase your confidence in your practice. I created this book to be simple, accessible, and non-gendered. It's full of fun, hand-illustrated pictures, and it walks you through everything you need to know without overwhelming you with jargon. You can grab it for free, say it with me, in my freebies library.
What's your pitch, kid? Come on, time is money, money is power, power is pizza, pizza is knowledge. Let's go.
Okay.
Tool number 13, the mixing board. The mixing board is a tool I created to help you visualize the many ways you can combine vocal characteristics to create a personalized voice that's as unique as your gender. On the board, you'll see sliders for 5 characteristics, and you can use this tool to map out your own voice or to characterize a voice that inspires you. I love this tool because it breaks down the idea that there's one true feminine voice or one true masculine voice. Instead, it shows you that voices are combinations of characteristics and that you get to decide which sliders to adjust while making planning your voice practice much easier than just aiming into the void and... You can use tuners, spectrograms, or just your own ears and body awareness to fill out the mixing board. Then you have a visual reference point for your practice. I created this tool for my course, Mix and Match, Designing Your Non-Binary Voice, but it's useful for anyone who wants to think about voice in a more flexible, personalized way.
She's very versatile.
You can download a version with working sliders for free in my freebies library, but this is a tool that you can also recreate with just pen and paper. Tool number 14, Mindful Voice Feminization Journal Prompts Workbook. This journal is for people who are starting a practice of feminizing their voices. Whether you're taking my Mindful Voice Feminization course or you're just practicing on your own, this journal is for you. Working toward your ideal voice can bring up a lot of emotions, and honestly, one of the biggest obstacles I see in students isn't a technical one. It's the negative self-talk that gets in the way. I fully believe that every person can make positive changes to their voice, but I see so many students get stuck because of self-doubt.
I get it, okay? This is a roast. You're roasting me.
That sticking point is why I created this journal. Working through these prompts will help you to take a step back, challenge those negative thoughts, and plan out strategies to work through difficult feelings. You have the power within you to do this, and these prompts will help you stay present, mindful, and playful as you practice. I created this specifically for voice feminization, but if there's interest, I'd love to create a version for masculinization as well. Let me know in the comments. You can download it for free in my freebies library. Section 5, a bonus resource. Tool number 15, pink trombone. Okay, this last one is a little different, but it is so cool and weird that I had to include it.
One for you, one for me.
Pink Trombone is an interactive voice synthesizer that lets you manipulate a visual model of the vocal tract in real time. You can move the tongue, adjust the jaw, block the nose, and hear how it affects the sound. It's not exactly a practice tool in the traditional sense, but it's an amazing educational resource. If you're a visual learner or you're struggling to understand how changing the shape of your mouth affects resonance or airflow, this tool can help make it click. I recommend it especially if you're working through my anatomy ebook or if you're trying to wrap your head around formants and resonance. It's free, browser-based, and honestly, it's just fun to play with. And you can find it linked below. Conclusion. So there you have it. 15 free tools to support your trans voice training journey. To recap, we covered practice foundation tools like warm-ups, practice logs, and endurance games, feedback and analysis tools like tuners, pitch analyzers, and spectrograms, progress tracking tools like voice memos and the emotions evaluator, knowledge and reference tools like the anatomy ebook, the mixing board, and journal prompts, and a bonus tool, Pink Trombone, for interactive learning.
We spared no expense.
All of my freebies, the warm-ups, practice logs, anatomy ebook, mixing board, emotions evaluator, practice games, and journal prompts workbook are available right now in my freebies library. You can access everything at the link in the description. And let me know in the comments, which tool are you most excited to try? Or is there a tool that you use that I didn't mention? And as always, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more trans voice education information. That's all for today. I've been Renee, and I hope this helps.
How train? Do it.
How train free.
How train free.
Tracking your, one more time. Have you been working on, can we do that again? Training the, one more time.
Okay.
One more fucking time.
Good one.
Thank you.